Thanks so much for watching my Mario videos! Recently I made a post asking if anyone wanted to know behind the scenes of how I did any of the stuff for my videos, and a bunch of you posted questions, so let's go. Amanda wants to know how I made all the boom booms in the Little Timmy Maker video, so the way I did this was first to get the animation of one boom boom by using the sky theme and a bunch of overlapping green semi-solids behind boom boom. This creates a green screen just like how all film does, and I was able to remove all the green and just have a moving boom boom. Then I just had to add it into a layer, move each a little bit to the left and right so they all look like they were different, and there you go. This is the same way I did the 100 player versus effect in one of the rejected updates videos. Ian wants to know how I choose the rejected ideas from the comments, and there actually is a bit of strategy that I use in picking them. I try to pick ideas that would be abused horribly by most creators, but that in the right hands could actually be used correctly. So I basically try to pick things that Nintendo maybe sorta possibly could release in an alternate universe, but that's obviously too crazy to actually release. Christian asks, how did I collab with DGR? It was really as simple as emailing him, and he was extremely nice and willing to be part of it, which I was so happy about. Speedy and the Imposter want to know if DGR was reacting to a video or playing the game in Rejected Updates number 9, and the answer is that he was reacting to a video that I sent him that had each clip individually. Spazer Dazer wants to know if the Rejected series is mods or video editing, and I answered this earlier, but I'll say it again. As sad as it is, everything is 100% video editing. None of it is playable. Joshua wants to know how I collabed with DGR, which I answered, and he wants to see the raw footage of the collab. I will not show most of it, but here's a little.
But I'll start with, I think you asked me to look at the camera and wave. So I'll do that really quick. 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to pretend like I always do, holding my controller, have one earbud in, and I'm going to try and react accordingly.
Donut Burger wants to know how I did the thwomp part in my video about having Mario enemies as roommates. This was pretty simple. First, I acted out where I imagined the thwomp would be. Then I added a thwomp sprite into Premiere Pro and gave it a drop shadow, added a screen shake effect, and found a smoky green screen effect on YouTube to add in after the smash, and when it's all together, it looks semi-realistic. Jason wants to know how I made the custom night on-off switch in Rejected Updates 1. Jason probably means video number 5, where I had the switch changing the night theme, and this was done by simply creating a section of a level and acting out the first part in one night theme, and then acting out the second part in the other night theme, and then putting them together. Ernest asks how I think up the shorts. And basically, there were video ideas that I originally had written out that I thought would be funny, but didn't want to make as one of my weekend videos because it was either too heavy on dialogue or it was too short. So I made them for 3 weeks and haven't done one in a while. I still have lots of ideas, I just got lazy and stopped making them. Ragnar asks how I get my ideas, and the answer is right here. Blue Kirby wants to know how I did Super World Trolls, and this was a lot of fun to make, so I started off by creating a Super World map and removing Mario from it. Then I placed a custom Mario over it within my video editing program, and I just applied some motion to various layers, and this was the final product. Falcon Punch wants to know how I made the Game & Watch Bowser from Rejected Updates. So first I put a real Bowser sprite into Photoshop, and I added a thin black border around it and slowly decided which pixels to make black and which to make white. Then I did the same for Mario and all the other tiles and placed them in layers over the timeline to move how they would in a real Game & Watch. Lisa asks, how do I upload so frequently? I usually spend 2 to 3 hours per night on a video starting on the Monday before it comes out, and I'm almost always done with it by Thursday or Friday to have ready for that Saturday. Mouser wants to know how I made the Bowser's Fury 2D videos. I would recommend not doing it how I did it. Any experienced animator would have used Adobe Animate for the video, but I didn't because I don't know a lot of the advanced effects in Animate. So I created all the custom sprites and animated things in Photoshop and Adobe Animate and then imported them into Premiere Pro to move everything how it looks. Again, this is not the best way to do a completely custom animated video, but it worked for what I needed, and I didn't feel like taking a long time to fully learn how to make a movie in Adobe Animate. This person asks, how am I so funny? Well, I'm just naturally gifted. Just kidding. I couldn't tell you why my brain works how it does, but I just consider myself to be extremely lucky that people watch and like my videos. Malik wants to know how I did this scene where a Magic Koopa turns a block into Mario. So first I created the section based on a level that I had played and just stood here with Mario for a bit. Then everything else is layers, where first I had a Magic Koopa shoot magic, then a poof effect, and a fake Mario sprite fall down to the ground, and then I placed an animated Mario to move in a realistic way down, and at this point I hid the real Mario and added a fake second Mario to be held up and then be thrown into the lava, and finally a death animation. The Shuckiest wants to see how I did the Meowser effect here, where I showed 3 different enemies with a Meowser style and movement. First, I got the original sprites for each and colored the pixels as closely as I could to match Meowser's colors. Then I animated their frames in Adobe Animate, and finally I added that animation to overlap gameplay footage that I created in actual Mario Maker 2, where I pretended the enemy was there. The first question from Adam is what editing software I use and if there's a fee. I use 4 main programs within the Adobe Creative Cloud suite: Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, and Adobe Animate. With Adobe Creative Cloud, you can pay $52 per month for all of their programs, or you could pay less for just a single program, but as you can see, just Photoshop by itself is $21, so it makes more sense to just pay extra to get everything. Also, if you're a student, you can get everything for just $16 a month, which is an amazing deal. This person asks how long it takes to make each video and the software, so since I already answered the software, I'll just say that it varies wildly per video. The very first trailer parody that I made was Hot Garbage Maker 2, which exploded like I never expected, and it only took me 2 or 3 hours total. But then Bowser's Fury videos take me almost 2 weeks each because every single thing in the video is custom made or animated. Lonnie wants to know, how did I make the sunny mouth movements in my Hot Garbage Prevention Assistant video? And this was actually done with a program that I didn't mention before because I only ever used it for this one video, but it's Adobe Character Animator. It's a very powerful program that lets you animate character movements in real time and also follow your mouth, or it can listen to a pre-recorded audio and it calculates what mouth position it thinks it will be, and then I'm able to go in afterwards and tweak it as needed. Well, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any other questions, just post them in the comments, and if there are enough questions, I'll make another behind the scenes video for you. Thanks for watching.